Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations about life's pleasures. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk about the things they enjoy after a long week and childhood pleasure. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene, so listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between Elvis and Pia as they talk about the things they enjoy after a long week. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Pia, it's been ages since we caught up. How are you doing?
I know, right? It feels like forever. I'm good, just the usual hustle at the bank. How about you? How's life in the skies?
Busy as always, but I can't complain. Traveling is great, though sometimes I just want to stay in one place for a while.
I get that. I feel like my work days are all about numbers and screens. That's why little things like having my favorite coffee here feel so special.
Totally. Coffee is my lifesaver. There's something about that first sip in the morning. It's like my brain finally turns on.
Haha, same here. And you know what else I love? Buying something nice for myself after a tough week. It doesn't have to be big, just a little treat like a new book or a scented candle.
Oh, I do that too. For me, it's shoes. Every time I land somewhere new and spot a great pair, it's like they're calling my name.
Haha, that's so you, Elvis. Do you still get time to relax, though, like really unwind?
It's rare, but when I can, I love getting a massage. It's like hitting the reset button for my body. What about you?
Same here. A good massage works wonders after a long week. And on weekends, I treat myself to a long bubble bath with some relaxing music. It feels like heaven.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I need to try that someday. You know what else helps me slow down? Going to the cinema. Watching a good movie on a big screen just takes my mind off everything.
Oh, I love the cinema too. Last weekend, I went with some friends to watch a romantic comedy. We laughed so hard. It was the perfect way to relax.
That sounds fun. For me, it's action or adventure movies. The louder, the better. But nothing beats sharing popcorn with friends.
True. Speaking of friends, I also enjoy having dinner with them. Good food and good conversation. What more could you ask for?
Same here. When I'm in town, my friends and I always pick a new restaurant to try. It's like a mini adventure without leaving the city.
That's a great idea. Maybe we should plan a dinner with our group sometime soon.
Definitely. Let's make it a proper catch-up. Cinema, dinner, and maybe dessert after.
Haha, you're reading my mind. Let's set a date.
Sounds good. You know, life can get so crazy, but moments like these, catching up with a good friend, remind me what really matters.
Couldn't agree more. It's the simple joys, good coffee, good company, and taking time for yourself.
Cheers to that. Let's make sure we don't wait so long for our next coffee date.
Deal. Same time next month?
You got it.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Elvis and Pia. What does Pia enjoy after a tough week? Pia enjoys buying something nice for herself, like a new book or a scented candle. What kind of movies does Elvis like to watch? Elvis likes action or adventure movies. What do Elvis and Pia plan to do with their friends? Elvis and Pia plan to have dinner and catch up with their friends. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now, let's continue listening to a conversation between Elvis and Pia as they talk about their childhood pleasure. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Elvis, it's so nice to catch up over dinner this time. Feels different from our usual coffee chats.
Definitely. Good food and good company. What more could we ask for? By the way, this steak is amazing.
I know, right? It's the perfect treat after a long week. Speaking of treats, do you ever think about how simple life's pleasures were when we were kids?
Oh, all the time. Back then, just playing outside until the streetlights came on felt like the best thing ever. I'd come home covered in dust, but completely happy.
Haha, same here. For me, it was playing house with my cousins. We'd use leaves as money and bottle caps as food. It felt so real back then.
And remember saving up coins for those neighborhood snacks? I'd get so excited to buy a stick of fish balls or a small bag of chips.
Oh yes, and don't forget the ice cream vendor. Hearing that bell was like hearing a call to adventure.
Ha ha, totally. We'd sprint to catch the vendor, even if we only had enough for the smallest cone. Those were the days.
Life was so simple then. It didn't take much to make us happy, but now I think we've earned the right to enjoy the finer things, like this dinner.
Absolutely. We've worked hard to get here. You at the bank, me flying around the world. It's not always easy, but it's worth it.
For sure. And honestly, those simple childhood pleasures taught us how to appreciate what we have now. I still find so much joy in small things, like a quiet evening at home or a good meal like this.
Same here. I think it's about balance, remembering the simple joys while allowing ourselves to enjoy the rewards of our hard work.
Exactly. I'm proud of how far we've come. When I was a kid, I never imagined sitting in a nice restaurant like this, talking about life with a friend.
Me neither. It's funny, isn't it? From running after ice cream trucks to now choosing which dessert to order. Speaking of which, what are we getting?
Haha, good question. I'm thinking cheesecake. What about you?
Cheesecake sounds perfect. Let's share one. It'll remind me of how we used to share snacks as kids.
That's a sweet memory. You know, Elvis, moments like these remind me that no matter how busy life gets, it's important to pause and appreciate where we are.
Couldn't agree more. Here's to more dinners, memories, and enjoying life's little pleasures, past and present.
Cheers to that.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Elvis and Pia. What simple joy from childhood does Elvis remember? Elvis remembers playing outside until the streetlights came on. What did Pia and Elvis use as money when playing house as kids? Pia and Elvis used leaves as money when playing house. What dessert do Pia and Elvis decide to order? Pia and Elvis decide to order cheesecake. So how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. It's been ages. It has been a very long time since something happened. I can't complain. Things are fine, and there's nothing to be unhappy about. Reading my mind. Thinking the same thing as someone else without them saying it. Those were the days. A nostalgic phrase remembering the past fondly. Earn the right. To deserve something because of hard work or effort. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Hustle. A lot of busy work or activity. Lifesaver. Something that helps you in a difficult situation. Treat. Something nice you give yourself as a reward, often after a busy or hard time. Bubble bath. A bath with bubbles created by bath soap. Sprint. To run very fast. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.